and forth, wire to wire. And it came down to the wire. And that's the Cleveland Browns traveling to LA to take on the Chargers. The Chargers outlasted them 47-42. However, the story of the game is Justin freaking Herbert. 400 yards passing. He had like almost 50 fantasy points. And this is the first time Chargers have been in sole place of the AFC West since 2012. Wrap that around your head, 2012. So it's almost been almost 10 years since they've had sole possession in first place in their division. How good are the Chargers, Combs?
The Chargers are good. They're Justin Herbert. And it's another, you're clamoring for rookies need to sit a year. If Tyrod Taylor doesn't get hurt last year with a punctured lung, we don't know that Justin Herbert is as good as he is.
Facts.
And that is a rookie that, he's good, man. He's really, really good. He's almost Patrick Mahomes type good. He's just not as flashy. He's not as he might even be marketable, but we wouldn't know because he plays for the Chargers. But that's the only difference between him and Patrick Mahomes. He's a good quarterback. He's very, very good. And this Chargers team is in really good hands. And they've got a talented team. They've got a good defense. They've got good wide receivers. They got good running backs. They got a good offensive line. He's in prime position to be a great quarterback.
Yeah, guys, we spoke on it last year. Like, the Chargers kind of came out of nowhere per se, and they missed the playoffs by one game last year. But guys, right now they are they're 4-1 in the NFL season this year. 4-1 in the LA Chargers, and this just isn't a team that's beating a bunch of crap teams like Liz's Denver Broncos there, beating the Giants and Jets.
Leave
right?
Liz alone.
But guys, they beaten the Browns. They beaten the Raiders. Like, at the time, they were both undefeated teams, right? They beaten the Kansas City Chiefs at Arrowhead. And that game was a 30-24 game. But if you watch that game, the Chargers controlled from kickoff to the final whistle that whole game. Me as a Kansas City Chiefs fan, I never felt good about that game at all. Then they lost to the Cowboys with if you remember that game, that week 2 game, Combs, they had like 97 flags like in the second quarter alone, and they could never get a drive started because it was flag. It was absolutely ridiculous. And then they traveled to Washington and beat a Washington football team that at the time we thought was going to be really good. So at hindsight right now, the Washington is their worst team that they played, and many people had them going 13-4 this season, Torrey Anderson. But 4-1 versus wins over the Chiefs, Raiders, and Browns. I mean, that alone is better than most teams in the NFL. I mean, they are a damn good team, Combs. Damn good team.
Yeah, I